Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Broncos going up against the Raiders. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Larry, apart from a 13-year gap in L.A., we are at the home of the Raiders since 1966. But how much longer will they be playing football in Oakland, California? Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And Richard Rodgers makes the grab, and let's face it, it's going to follow him the rest of his career. The Hail Mary he caught to beat the Lions in 2015 in Detroit, pretty memorable play.
Those Lions fans, they just don't like you right now if they heard that.
I didn't mean to bring it up to, pull the Band-Aid off the wound there. I was just trying to praise Richard Rodgers. Yeah, they're going to be mad at me.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
On second down, here's Carr. Underneath for Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And he's got Snead. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Rodgers, the tight end, in motion here. A first down carry here for Johnson. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Brandon Marshall, no, not the wide receiver, a quality linebacker who can cover very well.
On second down, Johnson. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Here comes the seventh play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Carr. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll let Olawale have a crack at it. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Richard Rodgers, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Defense showing blitz. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Here's the offense, and you got to talk about the guy that they nicknamed Bebe, Charles, Demaryius Thomas.
You worry about him catching the ball, but you worry more about what he does after the catch. Big, strong, physical. He makes plays downfield.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Aldon Smith had an absolute off-the-charts rookie season and continues to be one of the best playmakers at outside linebacker.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. And they're going to go soft on the corners. And now Lynch. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Taken right on the 30. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Raiders will take possession. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Ten yards still left on second down. Bryant spread out to the right. Now Carr throwing on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Again, it's Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Caught by Snead over the middle. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They come out here in the eye. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. In motion left comes Bryant. Now this time Carl throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Lynch. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Third down and 4. To throw is Lynch. Finding time. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They